Hi there everybody, it's UK independent demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.com. Thank you for joining me today for a really quick and really simple card. This is using the Timeless Tropical Cling stamp set, which is just a favourite of mine. I think it's so fresh and summery and the palm trees are like gorgeous. It's my favourite stamp in the set. This is the card we're making. It is so quick and easy to make. Let me show you. So simple, but I think really effective. So you're going to need the palm trees. Perhaps I should have got a bigger block. Let me reach across. There we go. Palm trees. Rest and relax. You deserve it. Love that sentiment. And then, surprisingly, the pineapple. Yeah, I know. You can't see the pineapple on there. I know. Funnily enough, I think the pineapple is one of the most versatile stamps on this set. So first of all, I've got some scrap Whisper White and I've got the stitched rectangle. And this is the, I think it's the third or fourth biggest. It's the one that is 2 7/8 of an inch by 1 5/8 of an inch. Okay, so I'm just going to run that through the big shot, which is just to the side of me because I really struggle to get it on my filming service. So I'm just going to run it through. If you are running the rectangles or squares or anything with a straight edge through your big shot, just as a hint, you're better putting it in a little bit wonky because it then runs through so much easier and it's not so much of a chore to try and get it over. There we go. So I put that in, instead of putting it in like that, I put it in like that, so it's a bit on the wonk. I always find the outside bit is dead easy to get off these stitched ones, but the inside is a pain. So I'm just going to use my paper piercer just to run it along there. It's a bit better than pulling it if it's dead stuck because it doesn't damage your card as much. And it still comes out quite flat. If you'd have pulled that, it would come out warped. So big up for the paper piercer there. Rest, relax, you deserve it. So I'm going to get my Memento ink pad out and get the sentiment stamped. One less thing. These little things, they get everywhere. They really do. I craft upstairs and I find them. Oh, Helen. Not to worry, let's go again. I craft upstairs and I find those little dimensional backings downstairs, in the garden, in the garage. I found them in the car. They just, I think they must stick to the bottom of your slippers or, you know, everywhere. Always find in the back of them. Right. This time, YouTube, this time, paper piercer. Okay. Rest and relax, you deserve it. Make sure the whole thing's inked and push it all evenly, Halsey. There we go, much better. Right, I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 9.5 centimetres by 13.85 centimetres, and I have a piece of, this wasn't smoky slate, Sahara sand. I know what I mean. Sahara sand, 10 centimetres by 14.25 centimetres, so it sits on just like that. Okay, this is the bit you want. So I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap that I have lying around because this is where the pineapple comes in really handy because I turn it into grass. So you just want to like that. You don't want to see the pineapple, but you do want to see the top part of the pineapple, sort of like the greenery of it, the foliage, and it makes a really nice grassy effect. And you can have it at all different heights, levels. You can have it across, and I think it makes it look quite grassy at the bottom, and I quite like it. Like that. Took seconds, but I think it just looks lovely. It adds a little extra something to the card. So I want my sentiment to be sort of there, and I want the palm trees to come out of the back of it. So let me just work out where I want those. There. See, this is why these palm trees are amazing. It looks like you've stamped that 3 or 4 times because you've got light bits, dark bits, but you haven't. You've just stamped it once. Tricks you. I love it. Actually, I'm going to get some bigger scrap because I'm doing some sponging with this. And if you know me, I hate getting my grid paper dirty, so that's going to go on there quite nicely. So for the background here, I've been sponging. So I've got 3 of my daubers, and the colours that I'm sponging in are Smoky Slate, Soft Sea Foam and Balmy Blue, and I'm going to start off with the Smoky Slate from the bottom. These are all really subtle. I'm not sponging, sometimes, you know, when you go over and over and over it and you want it to be dark, you just want this to be a very, very subtle colour. And I always start off the paper, so I start off on the scrap there, and then I just work my way up. In little circular motions, but your main dark bit is on the off paper and works its way onto the paper. Just makes it look smoother that way. And keep building the colour up. And you want this to sort of go to about there before it starts to come into the green. So you can come in from the side. Make sure it's the right height on both sides. Okay, but as I said, you just want it faint. You don't want it too dark. You just want it... In fact, I'm not sure. Can you even see that? I'm looking at my... Hopefully you can. There is a greyness up until about here. I'm not sure with the lights on my camera whether you can, but there is definitely 100%. There is a real greyness there. I hope you weren't watching it thinking, what is she doing? I can't see anything happening to the card, because it has happened. I'm just looking at my screen and I really can't see it on the video, but it's there. Hopefully you can see it with the sea foam. So this is soft sea foam. I'm going to do exactly the same, where I'm going to come from the outsides in using the scrap paper on the side. And I'm going to go sort of to about just at the top of the trees, about there. And again, I'm just coming in circles. Hopefully you can see the green better than the Smoky Slate, maybe. This is soft sea foam, but I know I wanted it light, but I wanted you to be able to see it on the video. Yeah. I'm really hoping it shows. There will be a picture of it over on my blog and on my Instagram and my Facebook and everything, so hopefully the colours will show up on the picture. Go and have a look, but they are definitely there. It's grey into soft sea foam, and it's going to come up with balmy blue, and hopefully you should definitely see that. I mean, look at that, that's bright. You should see that. I wonder if it's my light. I have a light just like just there, and I have another one to the side there and one over that side to try and make it, where I craft is quite dark, I mean, it's okay with just one light on if I'm crafting, but when I'm filming I try to put them all on so that it just gives there's no shadows and you can see everything. And I'm wondering if it's the light making it sort of too white, if you know what I mean, and making you not being able to see the colour. But hopefully you can see the blue. Again, you don't want it too dark, you just want to get the essence of the colour like that. Hopefully you can see it. Fingers crossed. So I've then got my ribbon, which is Shock Horror, the Whisper White with the silver edging. One day I'm going to use a different ribbon, I promise you. I do have different ribbons, it's just this one it just always jumps into my hand. It is like perfect. And I've got a Smoky Slate blend, and I'm just going to colour that over. It's very subtle, this, but I quite like it. It just makes it look a bit greyish. Hopefully you can see that on the video. I think yes you can see that. It's just the colours here I'm not sure about. I'm worrying. I do tend to panic quite a lot, so you'll know that if you've watched my other videos. Normally when I've lost something, you know, I've put it on the side to film and then I've lost it midway through filming, so right. I want that about there, just on that line. If you're using grid paper, this is so much easier because you can just use it to get it straight. There we go. And then pop that on there. I'm going to pop this up with a dimensional, so I'm just going to grab a couple of those. I think I put 4 on, 1 in each corner just to make sure it's definitely, actually I'm going to do 3, but I want it to all definitely be stood up. I don't like giving cards that have gone through the post and the sentiments have gone flat, so there we go. And then finally just a bit of glue on the back. Thick Whisper White, cut in half and scored in half. There we are. To make a 10th fold card. I'm just going to pop that on the front to finish the card. What do you think? I mean, that was a simple card, wasn't it? Hopefully you can see all the delicate colours on it. I'm hoping so. If you enjoyed it, it's using the Timeless Tropical stamp set. You can head over and purchase this from my store. If you go to my blog slimandstylish.com, go to the header and click buy, you can find any of the items I've used today there and you can pick them up from my store. If you've liked the video, do subscribe and join me again soon. Thanks everybody. Bye.